Welcome back to our podcast. Today we have a very special guest. His name is Silas.
Hi.
Silas is my oldest boy. How old are you?
11.
And in today's episode, we're going to talk about our trip to Lancaster. Are you ready to share all about Lancaster?
I think so.
Good. Now, Pop-Up is here as well. Pop-Up can't really speak to Lancaster. Why is that?
He wasn't there.
Pop-Up, why weren't you in Lancaster?
I was sick. I just didn't feel good.
Yeah.
And you know I wanted to go because of the one stop that you did. I really wanted to go to.
I know.
But I'm not going to give away what you're going to talk about later, I assume.
Thanks. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
So
Thanks for
kind,
saving
I
the
am.
podcast.
Yeah.
You're so funny. Okay, so Silas, we did a lot of things in Lancaster, and before we just go down the list, what was your favorite thing we did in Lancaster? And we'll start there.
It's hard. I mean, I like the Science Museum. That was fun.
Yeah, I would say that was a very, very cool spot. What was one of the favorite activities at the Science Museum?
Definitely not the paper airplane.
Really? Okay, why not?
Because I made probably the worst one.
Oh, because of your paper airplane that you made. So Pop-Up wasn't there. So for those of you listening as well to the podcast, the Science Museum has this whole section where you can make paper airplanes. There's tables, there's diagrams, and so you make your paper airplane, and then they have a caged off area where you can zoom your airplane.
Launch it.
Yeah, there's like a launcher thing that's like moving with a motor, and you put your airplane in it, and it shoots it off.
Oh.
And so there's actual
Rings.
rings, to see how far you can go. So you're
Okay.
trying to aim. You can
Right.
move the airplane launcher to
Okay.
try to get in the target. So I thought that was cool. I'm surprised that wasn't your favorite, but I mean,
The camera guys beat me.
they did. They had a lot of fun doing that.
My favorite one, though, was probably the circuits. That was fun. The circuit.
Building a circuit. Yep. That was really interesting for me. So there's, again, a room where there's a table with a ton of different just pieces. And so we had somebody sit down with us and explain how to build a circuit. And for me, I don't understand how a circuit works.
Electrical circuit?
Yes. Yeah, I was going to
Okay.
say, you probably understand that, Dad. But you could have switches working, light bulbs.
Yeah.
Was there something? Oh, fan?
Fan, heater,
A heater.
Something with a sound, maybe?
sounds.
So that was really interesting, learning how that all works. You love
Yeah.
that. You sat there.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like with filming, we had a rush from thing to thing.
I wish we had more, time.
Yeah, we'll have to go back to the Science Museum for sure.
Oh, yeah.
That was cool. So we're going to start from the beginning of our trip to Lancaster and then make our way. So the first thing we did was we stayed at the Red Caboose Motel.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on that?
Interesting.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was so interesting about the Red Caboose Motel?
You slept in an actual caboose on train tracks.
So, Pop-Up, you have history with the Red Caboose Motel.
I do.
I do as well. So explain your history there.
I took, my wife and I took two of our favorite children there many years ago.
What about your other two least favorite children?
Yeah, I took them also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So did you and Brandon have a good time?
We did. And it's funny. I think I was maybe 4
Yeah.
or 5.
To me, the coolest thing was the dining car.
The dining car, yeah.
So back then, I don't know if it
Back
still
then.
does it.
Nope,
But
back then.
you're sitting in the dining car eating your meal.
Yep.
And every, 15 minutes, the whole car would start shaking like it's going down the tracks. And it's making noise, like the whistles going and that. And the sound of a train going down the track. And it was so cool. Yeah, that was fun.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you really?
as a kid.
That's
I
neat,
remember
yeah.
that feature.
Yep.
It's changed a little bit since we've been there. But I'm amazed at how many rooms that they have available for rent there.
Oh, yeah,
It's
they
a
have a lot.
massive
And some
operation.
I think at least one, but I think a couple of them are for groups, like youth groups or church groups or men's groups or women's groups or whatever.
That's a lot of kind of groups.
A lot of groups. Yeah, I'm a real groupie, so I know all of them. But some are just bunk beds, just fill the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long one. But that's not a caboose. That would be a freight car.
Anyway, dad jokes aside, the Red Caboose Motel was very gracious by
Yes.
giving us accommodations for us and for the film crew. It was a great experience for my kids. They loved it. Then, Silas, we went to the Choo Choo Barn. When did we go to the Choo Choo Barn?
When it was closed.
It was closed, yeah, at nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a very private tour.
And I even got to, control the trains.
Yeah.
And I got to, press a button that made the house catch fire. All that really interesting stuff.
Yeah, they said that when they're open to the public, the whole room is packed with people.
Yeah.
So the experience that we had was super awesome and special. And then, Dad, back to you. Even though you weren't there, you have ties to the Choo Choo Barn as well.
I do.
What kind of connections?
Well, one of my favorite cousin owns it.
One of your favorite cousins.
Yeah, one of my favorite cousins.
You have a lot of
owns it.
favorites.
I do. And he has expanded it, and he's still going to expand it even more.
Oh, really?
I can't give away. There's a big thing in the works. Yeah.
Ooh.
Can't share it yet, but
Okay, well,
A big
all of
thing
our
there.
listeners need
Yeah.
to be ready to go visit Lancaster because there's so much there.
well, now I took Silas later back again. He liked it so much.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
And
You didn't know
so my favorite cousin, I can't tell you his name, but Gary, he gave us a private tour through the facility. We went to see the employees that work on the set.
Yeah.
You know, it's a huge layout, and they're constantly improving it and changing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have multiple of each train in the layout.
Mm-hmm.
They have multiples of each train in a room, so that if a train wouldn't work or whatever, they just bring out another one. Then the one that stopped working, they take in and they repair it. It was really fascinating, actually, really interesting.
Very cool.
He has hundreds of trains in storage, and he also sells them. I mean, it's huge. I had no idea. It's a whole separate store. Beside the train layout is a whole big store
Oh, yeah.
of all
I
these
saw that.
trains and tracks and figurines and yeah.
We
it's
didn't
pretty
go
cool.
into there, but I didn't realize that was all the same.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge train fan personally, but
Okay.
and I didn't expect to be very excited about the Choo Choo Barn, to be
Yeah.
honest. I mean, the kids
Yeah.
would probably enjoy it, but
Yeah.
I was impressed.
Oh yeah.
It was there's so much detail there. If
Yep.
you stare at it, you notice something different. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot going on there.
Yeah,
Oh,
there
yeah.
is.
And then we went to the Thaddeus Stephens House. So for people who love history, that would be a cool stop.
Mm-hmm. The
So
glass chamber, you could just look down, and it went down probably 50 feet.
yeah,
It was deep,
That
and
is-
there's
yeah.
rooms down there. It was crazy.
so they were excavating and found the house that was part of the Underground Railroad. And so you go into this big center, it feels like a convention center almost. You come into a huge lobby, and there's a glass wall.
Okay.
And then through the glass, like Silas says, it just goes down, 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 down. And you just see this house. They were excavating, and
As we were watching,
yeah, it was a construction site when we were there.
Oh wow, that's cool.
So it was really neat. That would be a really cool stop for people if they visit Lancaster. The last place we're going to talk about is the one that Pop-Up had mentioned. And that would be, do you remember what the last thing is?
the ice cream, the Turkey Hill experience.
Oh, yeah, Turkey Hill experience.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part about that?
Probably making the ice cream.
Yeah? Do you remember what your flavor was?
It was cake surprise. Yeah, cake surprise.
So you put cake batter
Cake
drops
batter
in the
drops.
ice cream. What kind of toppings?
I put in sprinkles, M&Ms,
Mm-hmm.
and something else.
Cookie crumble, I think?
Cookie crumble, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, that sounds like a pretty decent ice cream. Like cake.
Thomas.
Thomas's. Oh, you remember Thomas's. Why
No,
don't you tell Pop-Up and our listeners, what kind of ice cream did Thomas make?
it was lemon.
No.
No, what was it? What was
It was cotton candy
cotton
flavor.
candy with gummy bears
Mm-hmm.
and chocolate syrup
Yeah.
and the Sour Patch Kids.
Maybe.
I think Sour Patch Kids.
Maybe. But for me, just the idea of cotton candy and chocolate syrup, that's
that doesn't...
disgusting.
Yeah.
And gummy bears.
And the lady that was helping us make the ice cream, she goes, yeah, you can make a disgusting flavor of ice cream. Do you remember what kind I made?
You made cookie dough?
Nope.
No. Chocolate?
Nope, you don't remember, do you? Nope.
Nope.
Oh,
Reese
Pop
cup.
Pop knows me.
I wasn't there, but Reese cup.
Yep. So I didn't even put any flavoring in my ice cream, just plain Jane vanilla with some Reese's cups.
Yeah.
I was set.
I love that.
That was my ice cream. So that was really a neat experience because the Turkey Hill experience, they gave us access just for the film crew, for us, in their lab, they call it. It's a bunch of tables where you make your ice cream, and we had the whole place to ourselves. So that was very unique and awesome.
Even the film crew made some.
The film crew got to make their own ice cream then, at the
For
end.
themselves, yeah.
Pop-Up missed out on that one. That was
yeah.
that was a sad day. Pop-Up, if you were there, what kind of
yeah,
ice cream would
that's
you
what
make? You were going to ask him
I was
that?
gonna ask
Great
that.
minds think alike.
Well, I was there a few years back,
True.
and we all got vanilla ice cream, but you got to pick your toppings.
Well, the vanilla ice cream, they have those droppers on the desk where you could flavor it.
Oh, yeah, I didn't do it. I didn't do
Yeah,
that.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I didn't do it. But
Okay.
what surprised me when walking in, a whole wall full of different toppings.
Now,
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, wow, that is a lot. Then I turn and look at another wall, another whole wall of times. You got to be kidding. I don't know how many it is, 50 maybe?
It was a lot.
But it's like anything you can think of. It was so cool. I wish we could have had more ice cream, though. I mean, like, I filled mine. I took my ice cream, filled it with all kinds of candy on top of it, ate it, and I was still hungry.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was a good serving. It's just that I hadn't had a meal, so I went hungry.
Well, that's your fault.
I went there hungry, yeah. Just the next time I'm going to have to pay for 2 people and eat 2 sundaes.
Well, there is a section on the top floor of the building where you can get samples of ice cream.
Oh,
But we didn't even do that when we were there.
okay.
So
Yeah, I didn't do
you could
that.
have gone and
Could have gone.
done that. They have iced tea samples as well.
Oh, they have good iced tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom spent a lot of time at the iced
But
tea samples.
that's a cool experience.
It really is.
Not just making the sundae and adding all the toppings and stuff, though that's cool.
Yeah.
But going through the, I guess museum is called, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's so cool. They got some really, it's interactive.
Yeah.
You made a video. You remember you can make a video and of yourself and
a
there's
commercial
a
for
com- a
your ice
commercial
cream
for your
flavor.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then there's a backdrop, a green screen, I guess, and then
Remember
you
that?
can actually send that to your phone or computer or something, so you can actually go see it and keep it.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They put a lot of thought into
Yeah.
their
Yep.
experience,
Yep.
really. So we're going to now talk about some behind-the-scenes moments that didn't make it into the episode, because that's what the really cool part of this podcast is all about. So with filming in Lancaster, the first day we got our mics on in a
car garage.
car garage. What was that experience like?
Embarrassing, but also like I kind of felt like special because like I was there were like people in there like staring because we were unloading an entire truck with film equipment. And it was,
Yeah, that's something to stare at for sure.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. So who was the most fun when we were not filming,
Casey,
and why?
because he had a VR headset.
Uh-huh. If we weren't filming, Silas was right there with Casey doing that VR headset game.
Oh yeah.
That was really fun. I did remember that we also went to the market. I don't know how I could forget that.
Yeah, I was wondering, are you gonna talk about
Hey,
that?
you speak up, man. You were there too. What was cool about the market?
How many people were there in that building?
Yeah.
And also, like, I felt like, again, like, I felt special because there were so many people looking at us and, like, people in, like, stores. Like, we would walk up to their store and they would be like, oh, are you guys filming right now? And we're like, well, not now, but, like, is it okay if we film you with your business? And they're like, oh, of course. And,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people loved seeing the cameras.
yeah.
I thought it was interesting how many people wanted to come take a picture
Oh yeah, there are people taking pictures everywhere.
And they didn't know who we even were. They're just like, oh, I see a camera. I'm just going to take a picture just because.
Wasn't there someone who walked up to you, like, when we weren't filming, like, asked for your autograph? I feel like that happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. They had we had cards along with us with our picture on it and information about the show. And they wanted that signed.
Now,
You had somebody sign your autograph. Not in Lancaster, though.
Oh, at school.
At school.
Yeah.
Can you imagine when the show is out? People are watching the show, listening to our podcast.
And they're like, wait, that kid is in my class. That kid goes to my school.
I know. Our life is definitely changing. It's going to be interesting.
One thing I didn't like when we went to the market was how many times we had to go up one set of stairs. We would walk up the stairs, and they would be like, cut, redo.
Yep.
Walk up the stairs, cut, redo. Walk up the stairs, cut, redo. And then after like our 15th time, they're like, we got it. I'm like, oh,
We got the
took
shot."
long enough. It's only 3 seconds in the entire TV show, and it took us 15 minutes.
Pop-Up can relate.
What was the problem that you need to keep redoing it?
Well, so we were walking into the market. It was the
Okay.
opening shot.
Yeah.
And so people were coming out of the
Gotcha.
market. And
Yeah.
so people would walk in our line of
Yeah,
view of the
gotcha.
camera. And
Okay.
we had to keep redoing it
Got it.
until nobody came out.
Well, see, that's what happens when I'm not there.
I know. You would have
it's
just stood
yeah.
inside and said, wait just for
Yeah.
a minute. And then we
Yeah.
would have walked in and
Yeah.
just been on
That's
our way.
all right. That's all
But
right.
it's okay. It made for a moment that you would remember forever now, Silas, you know? In and out, in and out. The market had such great food. We made flowers, a bouquet of flowers that was not on our itinerary. So before we filmed in Lancaster, I was in communications with the city of Lancaster. They actually helped put an itinerary together to highlight all the things that they wanted us to go see. And building that bouquet of flowers was not on there, but that actually was one of my favorite things that we did in the market. It was just a sweet moment with me and the two of you. So that was fun. Behind the scenes moments, breakfast. So when we were in Lancaster, I'm not going to mention the restaurant name, but we were supposed to eat at a certain restaurant for breakfast. We, the night before, put our orders in for our food. And when we got there, nobody was cooking our food. They didn't know what we were talking about, even though we communicated with them the night prior. So that was very unfortunate and set us back because when you're filming, as Silas, you now know, like it's very rigid,
Time-consuming.
yes.
Fast
So you're on
paced.
like a certain,
Yeah.
it's very fast paced. Like
Yeah.
everyone needs to eat at a certain time. Everybody
Right.
needs to be certain places at
Yeah.
certain times. And so that really,
I wish I was there.
what would you have done in that moment?
Well, I owned a restaurant. I'd go in the kitchen and make everybody breakfast.
You own the restaurant?
Yeah, that was one of my businesses.
You used to own a restaurant.
Yeah, I owned.
Yeah, I thought you
used to
said
own a
you
restaurant.
own like the restaurant.
No, I used to own a restaurant.
So for real though, what would
Yeah.
your real answer be if we showed up at a restaurant
Yeah.
that was supposed to have our food
Right,
ready for
right,
15 people
right.
and it wasn't ready, what would you have done?
I want to talk to the manager. No, that's not what I would do.
No. I was going to say, okay, and then what?
Be simply gracious. We live in an imperfect world, and we're all imperfect people, and you just need to be understanding.
So would you have stayed at the restaurant?
I would have stayed, potentially, I would have said, what is something really fast and easy that you can make that we can eat? Because we're in a time crunch, and
Yeah.
something fast you can make.
Okay. And then we would have all just had the same meal?
Well, they do a couple things. Like, hey, throw some omelets together, and
Okay.
make some toast and Danish or whatever you can put together.
Okay.
Pancakes. I mean, they should already have the pancake mix made.
You would think.
Just throw some pancakes on, and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, since you weren't there, we just ended up eating at the market.
Okay, that's good too.
It actually was really good. They had the best coffee I've ever had at one of their coffee
Really?
places. Yeah.
Did they have French vanilla cappuccino?
I don't know. I didn't ask for
I can't
that.
ever, a lot of coffee places. In fact, I don't think I've ever.
But cappuccino is not coffee.
Yeah, I know.
So, Silas, right after we finished at the market, we went off somewhere else. I don't remember where we went next. Maybe Thaddeus Stephens House. we had a behind-the-scenes guy with us who was taking videos and pictures of everything we were doing. He just kept going along with his day, and then realized later that he somewhere left his bag of camera equipment.
Oh my.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, I think he said it was around
20,000.
20. I was gonna say 6.
20,000.
It was thousands of dollars of camera equipment. He was like, oh, and he just booked it and ran through the city, and he did eventually find it, and it was still sitting where he left it in the market.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I mean, we lost him for a little bit because he was looking for his stuff. So that happened. Also, one of our camera guys thought it would be funny to tell people that we were filming a mayonnaise commercial while we were walking in Lancaster.
A mayonnaise commercial.
Do you remember who that was?
Matt.
It was Matt. Yep. So Matt, like anytime someone would be like, "Oh, what are you guys filming?" A mayonnaise commercial. And I was like, "What?" I was like, Matt, you have to tell them what we're filming so they can then go watch it. This is a perfect opportunity to promote the show. He thought it would just be so funny to like say, "Hey, we're doing a mayonnaise commercial," only to come to find out. I don't even think he knows this. I should ask him. There is a mayonnaise commercial that was filmed in Lancaster.
Okay.
It was so funny when I found that out just recently, and was like, maybe these people think we made that mayonnaise commercial, and we definitely did not make a mayonnaise commercial. But yeah, in this episode, the renovation that takes place is the tack room. And Dad, when you and I were cleaning out the tack room, we found, I think it was a milk bottle, like a milk jug.
Yeah.
But it said keys on it. I still don't know why a milk jug would say keys on it. Do you?
No.
No. But that really did happen. We didn't stage that moment.
Right.
And I ended up using that in the design, which was a fun...
I can't unlock that mystery. But maybe the name of the company was Keys. I don't know.
You are trying so hard
Like
with
their
these
last
dad
name is
jokes.
Keys, maybe?
It could be.
Milkman, or the milkman kept forgetting his keys. I don't know. I don't know why.
Yeah. So when I do designs, though, if there's something in the room that we can reuse, we do.
Yeah.
And so that was fun. And also, it's hard to see when you watch the reveal at the end, but the saddle rack is made from the trough that was in the room.
Okay, yep.
And then there's hooks for all of the tack to hang from, and that was an old barn ladder that we had from that barn.
We took one side of the one rail off and put the other rail with all the rungs sticking out. That turned out pretty cool.
Yeah, I loved that renovation. It was very cool. And sometimes, you know, I do have some experience as a designer, but maybe an encouragement to homeowners or designers or wannabe designers. You may have a vision of what you want it to look like before you start.
Right.
Or maybe you have an idea, but and like a certain direction you want to go, but you're kind of doing it as you go. There's different ways that it could happen. But for me, I kind of knew what I wanted it to look like from start to finish. And then as soon as we put the wood up on the walls, I totally changed my mind and loved the natural wood look. It was very moody along with the dark stone wall. It would just, I changed my mind at the end, and that's okay. You know, as a designer or a homeowner, if you're a homeowner, you paint the wall and you don't like the color, just repaint it. Like, it's not the end of the world. I think sometimes we put so much pressure on ourselves to get it right the first time. But, I mean, that's how you grow and you learn, and it was a happy accident, really. So I thought that turned out really well.
That renovation turned out really cool.
Yeah.
That design's really neat, yeah. You surprised me.
Oh.
I gotta be honest, you surprised me. I mean, I know that you're wonderful and everything because you're my favorite daughter.
And your only daughter.
But the designs just turn out so cool. They really do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work.
Oh, thanks.
Keep the show happening, girl.
I'm going to try.
Yeah,
It takes two of us.
You're doing your
Takes
part.
two of us.
I'm
I
doing
mean,
mine.
you didn't do your part because you got sick this episode. And you were off camera. And one last thing, literally the last thing on here that I want to talk about is the scene where you were laying in bed and you were so sick.
Yeah.
I had behind the scenes footage. I actually just deleted it. I kind of now like am wishing I didn't delete it. But from my camera's perspective, okay, you're in the bed over here. The camera crew is at the end of your bed looking at you.
Right.
and I'm standing there with the camera looking at the camera crew.
Right.
And right above me is your bedroom light, the
Okay.
ceiling light.
Yeah.
And the crew, somebody put a pillowcase over the light.
Right.
And so I took this video because it was just funny to me at the time. I was like, like they're diffusing the light, like
Right.
with a pillowcase, like so funny.
Right.
And so camera guy Matt, he's like, don't post that on social media. Like he was so serious. In the moment, like I was just like getting all behind the scenes stuff. Like it was just so
Yeah.
funny and like,
Yeah.
haha. But then now that I've been in the industry a lot longer, and looking at that video, I was like, oh my goodness, we really did some really janky things, like rigged up stuff that does not look professional
Yeah.
whatsoever. And since filming Flipping Farms, you and I, Dad, we actually got to be on set for a movie that's coming out. And being on their set versus being on our set was very, very different.
Yeah.
And I think also it's just the difference between reality
Yeah.
TV and actually doing a movie.
Right.
And our camera guy, Matt, does tons of very great, high budget
Right.
movies. And
Right.
so it has definitely a different feel. And I, out of respect, did delete that
Yeah.
clipped. But it was just a funny moment, like
Yeah.
looking back going, we really did some crazy stuff for like filmmakers. I mean, we had to make do with what we got.
Yep. Yeah.
So, Silas, I'm going to put you on the spot here.
Okay.
So, we ask all of our guests to ask us a question now that you've been on the podcast. Do you have a question for me or for Pop Up or both of us?
We would like film at the craziest times. Like,
Mm-hmm.
why would you do that? Why would you film like at literally midnight?
Why would I
sometimes?
film at midnight? That's a great question.
Yeah.
Do you want to answer that, Pop Up?
Well, sometimes we do it early in the morning too.
Mm-hmm.
To catch the sun coming up. The one scene on the porch with me in my nightie.
You and your 90?
My robe, not a bathrobe. I don't wear 90s. so they want to capture the sun coming up.
Yeah.
And then at night, which scene was it at night?
We did so many scenes
I
that
know.
night.
I do
Yeah.
remember one where like
Well,
the
the one was the
The
horse.
awe.
The horse cabana was at night because of all the lighting effects that your mom made.
and the reveal of the office space, like where the junk used to be.
Junk. Oh yeah, you came along when we got the reveal of that. So to answer your question with that one, so some of the designs had to be done at night, so you couldn't see anything out the windows.
Right.
So we did it at nighttime when it was dark, so that you were focused on the room itself and not junk outside, sitting outside the room. Yeah. But sometimes, I mean, too, the schedules were just very intense, and we had to film until we were done.
Well, we had sold the farm, and we needed
Yeah.
to be done that night.
That's true. Yeah, the night that
because the
Silas is
people were
referring
taking
to,
it over the next day, so we needed to be done that night.
we had to be off the
Yeah.
property. We were on a time crunch.
Yeah.
Got it done. Got out of there.
Yep.
Yep. Well, Silas, thank you for being here.
Yep.
This was a fun chat with you. And are you excited to be on a season 2?
Oh yeah.
Do you want to be more involved in a season 2?
Oh yeah. A lot
Yeah.
more.
What do you want to do in season 2? What's
The
something you-
renovations. Like I'm gonna help with the renovations.
What part of the renovations?
Demo.
That's what I'm waiting
Demo.
for. You want to be part of demo? I think we can make that happen. All right.
So, Silas, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's your favorite pop-up?
You.
All right, so I want to hear. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you in the next podcast.